So in previous video, we discussed about what is Terraform and how we need to install the Terraform, how uh, and then set up user for the Terraform to make a communication between your machine uh, make a communication between your local machine to AWS. So okay, what I did actually. So what I will do. This class we are going to talk about so how we are going to use the Terraform. Okay, so what I did actually now, actually I create one file called provisioner. So what I will do, I'm going to fill this. Okay, okay. Now provider. Okay, what is my provider? Okay, now when we use Terraform, if you want to communicate between Terraform should know. So what is mean by provider? So if you are using AWS, we have to declare as a AWS. If you are using Azure, Azure is the provider. So where we have to change from AWS to we have to make it Azure. If you are using the Oracle Cloud, you need to make it as a you need to declare your OCI. So if you are using Google Cloud, so we need to give it as a GCI something. Google Cloud something, GCP or something. So that is called provider. So that Terraform should know which provider you are using. So based on that, Terraform is going to act. So okay, now region. What is mean by region? Okay, okay. First, let me fill this access key into secret key here. Then I will talk about what is mean by region and what is access key. Okay, let me. Okay, I fill the access key and secret key. It will show only once. Then after that, it won't be available. Okay, okay. So I fill these details. Okay, let's go back to the. Let's go back to region. Okay, what is mean by region? So AWS are different region, but at the moment I'm using London region. Okay, if it's London region, so if I scroll down below, so what is okay? This is the region. US 2A. So in that region we have a multiple availability zones is available. Availability zones we'll talk about little bit later. So we have three availability zones is available. So each availability is considered as a data center. So data center is something where we are going to deploy services. So data center is nothing but your laptop. Okay, where we have hardware and software, everything were available. Then on the top of it, so if you want to deploy any services, service means whether to Tomcat application or database or whether to anything or Python or anything, if you want to use, uh, you can deploy any availability zones based on the region. So okay, in the region, let me fill the region. Okay, I'm using US2, that is a London region. Okay, now now I filled as everything Terraform. Okay, what I did actually, so you can see here now I declare as a provider AWS because I'm using AWS cloud to deploy the services by using Terraform. Okay, here I fill as a region, so we should know Terraform should know which region we want to deploy service. That's why I specify as a region. So what is mean by access key security? If you want to communicate between your local machine to on cloud, cloud means AWS cloud. So to make communication, we set up a IAM user. The IAM user have a admin access. Admin access means the user can do anything by using Terraform. Okay, okay. Let me go ahead and run the. Okay, before going to start the Terraform, so we set up everything. We have installed the Terraform. Now in previous class. Now I'm going to first thing when you created file any file, the Terraform. Identify if you create any file, the Terraform extension should be .tf file. Then only Terraform will recognize where I come consider as that is Terraform file. Otherwise it won't consider. If you create with other extension rather than tf, so Terraform won't consider, Terraform won't recognize the particular file. Okay, now Terraform initialize. If I run the Terraform init, so let's see what happened. You can see when you initiate the Terraform, what is going to happen. So okay, now latest provider is taking. So the provider is nothing but a 3.8. So AWS when you what is mean basically, you can see the provider means AWS. So every time where AWS is going to release couple of services, so when you release services, the provider is going to keep on changing. So okay, that's called provider. So provider is one point available, two is available, three is available. Now latest is it's automatically even if you want to deploy as a provider, you can call it as a, you can say provider use 2.0, that we can declare, doesn't matter, but I don't want to use anything, so I'll take it as a default. So default means when you go, it's always pick the latest one. So if you want to say six services you want to deploy, I want to install as a uh, you can declare as a inside provider, inside provider we can declare as a, say here we can declare like this. Okay, provider, we can declare something, we can declare. So the provider is equal to something 2.0 something we can declare. So it's up to us, but I will go with the default one. So when we install into what happens is it's going to download what are the plugins which is required for the Terraform. It's going to download everything locally. When you turn the Terraform, you can see there is a file called .terraform. What will happen is when you initialize, so Terraform, it will, you're using provider AWS, that should download and keep it everything locally. So then Terraform, so Terraform think this service we are going to use for the deploy service in AWS. Okay. So okay, what I will do, okay, we have done Terraform initially successfully. Then what I will do, I'll go ahead and deploy one of the EC2 server. Okay, before going to okay, let's go to the Terraform document. So Terraform document, most of the code which is available, Archicad is provided for us. We can take it and we could use effectively how we are going. Okay, first I'll go with the basic one. So I don't want to go anything. So first I'll go with the basic one. So then you can see here, okay, here if I place here, you can see curly braces we have closed here and we open here. Okay, this is the main one. On the top of that AMI. So AMI, so let's go back to the AMI. What is minimum AM? So AMI Amazon mission image. Okay, we have bunch of AMIs available. Bunch of AMIs available. Amazon is going to develop AMIs. That is public image. We can pick up which one we want. If you go here, go to the AMI ec2 console, owned by me or public image. Owned by means when you build any AMI means if you create one server, then take the AMI that is called owned AMI. What is public? Public is Amazon is going to build the AMIs and place into all AWS account at a time. So that is called public. Everybody can use. Everybody can pick up. You can use. Okay. The other one is private image. Private image only for your organization purpose. Real time, when we want to use the AMIs, we don't use public AMIs. So generally we use private AMI. Private AMI means based on the organization standards. So we are going to build the AMIs. That we'll talk about later. What is meant by AMI? Little bit more on the how we are going to build the AMIs. We'll talk about later classes. Okay, first I will take the, okay, I'll go ahead and take the one of the uh, okay, I'll go with public AMI. So okay, I'll take Red Hat one. uh, red, you can take anything bunch of available, but I'll prefer the Red Hat one. So other Linux, so you can see here that's a public AMI. Okay, if you click here, okay, this is the AMI. Okay, let's grab the AMI, take the copy of the AMI, then place it here. Okay, so that is called okay, place it here. And so this is the AMI. Okay, the other thing is actually, okay, the other thing is so what I will do, okay, so okay, when you creating a Terraform is come up with the different language, the syntax, everything will get it from Google, Narshikap site. So when you're declaring, when you're creating services, so each service will call it as a service where Terraform will consider a resource. So this is called resource, and resource, this is the standard name which we are not going to change anymore. This is completely provided by Amazon. Okay, then Terraform, then only you can run it. This service is called ec2 instance. Okay, resource and resource name, and this would be the resource logical name. So we can keep it a web, or we can keep it anything, we can keep it your name, or doesn't matter. For understanding, we are calling call as ec2 or web. If it is a web means the application service, we are calling out called as a resource logical name would be web. If it is a database service, a resource logical name would be db. So I'm just using for the temporarily at the moment normal service, I can call it as a ec2, the AMI. So when you're creating services, generally, if you want to create any server, how we, okay, let's go ahead and show you manually. So what will happen if I go ahead and create a EC2 instance here? What will happen? Okay, create an instance. So if I create an instance, what will happen? Okay, there is a free tier eligible for us. Okay, so red hat one, okay, free tier only. If I select, you can see it will show all the free tiers. So we just select, so this is the AMI. So we can pick up anything in such a way. So we are going to call it as instance type, and instance type T2 micro is the free tier. So T2 micro is the free tier. Okay, let's go ahead and copy this one. And okay, so there is a multiple arguments available. There's a basic argument which you require for the, so these are arguments. AMI is the argument, instance type is the argument, and we are going to declare the value here. So T2 and T3 micro is the EC2 instance class. There is a multiple instance class available. So I'll go with the basic free tier one at the moment. Okay, I don't want to pay money to Amazon. Okay, I'm going to keep it as a ec2.f to understand and make sense. Okay, in that I call it as, okay, what I will do, I create an, so what will happen is, okay, Now I already initiate the Terraform. Now if I run the Terraform plan, what will happen? Let's see. Okay. Now if I run the Terraform, what will happen is, so when you hit the Terraform, so when you hit the, let's see, you can see the TF file. So it's saying what will happen is, it's asking for the create the AMI. Based on the AMI, it's going to launch the EC2 instance. Okay. If I scroll down below a little bit, okay, so you can see here the plan: 1 to add and 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So when you run use the Terraform, you need to always consider this value output plan. So plan means 1 to add, 0 to change, and 0 to destroy. So we need to very careful when you're doing the real time. Okay. If so all, if you can see plus green, that is called is going to create. Okay. Let's go ahead and run the let's go ahead and run the Terraform apply now. Okay. If I run the Terraform apply now, okay, so you can see market. So in terms of steps in plan, so launching resource instance in order to use the AMI, I think what will happen is, so please visit. Okay, I think this AMI doesn't is not free tier one, so that's which I use it for the Red Hat one. So that is not you cannot use the free tier one, that one. So what I will do, I'll take this other one, that is Amazon issue to Amazon AMI, Amazon AMI. So what I will do, I'll go ahead and change it to AMI name again here. We can't use the Red Hat one for the particular EC2 instance. Why? Because that's a free tier. So Red Hat one is not going to support. So what I will do, I change the AMI, then again I'm going to apply. Now again. Now you can see now it is creating. Okay, you can see AWS instance creating. Why? Because the earlier AMI which I used for the Red Hat one, that free tier is going to not going to support. So we have to use the uh, T2 micro, which is that's a free tier one. So it's not going to for support for Red Hat one. So I want to go with the T2 large, T3 large or other next available instance classes. That is a little bit extra resource will come. That's going to support for the Red Hat one. The free tier one doesn't for support for the Red Hat one. I use that. That's why I went to the take the Amazon Linux. That is that's a free tier one. It's obviously will support. Why? Because that's Amazon Linux. Okay. Now if I see, if I go back here, now we can see I created a server. You can see hello world. You can see, right? So hello world which I created. Now if I like now we can see T3 micro is initializing now. So what will happen is, okay, okay, I want to change this name. So let's see how we are going to change. Okay, I don't want to keep it as a name EC2 instance. Okay, hello world, I want to keep it as a okay, let's keep it as a EC2 hyphen web. Okay, okay, what I will do, so before going to change that one, okay, I'll take I'll change this one. I will change it to hello. Okay, let's leave it that one. Then first I will change it to manually. Then okay, now I'm going to now what I now I change the name to uh, easy to web. Now I'm going to apply again. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, you can see here plan nothing is to add, so one to change. What does it mean? Okay, if I scroll up little bit, so you can see here the tag name is going to change from hello world to ec2 web. Why? Because which I earlier which I changed for the where I changed it actually. If I scroll down below a little bit, so and that's a tag name which I changed from hello world to ec2 web. Okay, that's why you can see here yellow called it's going to update in place. What does mean? It's going to change the existing code from one name to different name. Okay, it's something like a modifying. Okay, the tag name is going to change. There's a old one, this is a new one. Okay, if I run here, if i if I go to the console level, if I see refresh, you can see it should have been changed. Okay, You understand, right? Okay, let's say for example, now if I scroll, that is complete successfully. So if I go back, if I change it again from EC to web to, let's say for example, to something, if I change it, so what will happen? Let's see. Okay, I change it manually. Now when I run the Terraform plan, what will happen? Let's see. Okay, if I run the Terraform apply, so what is happening again? It is going to change. Why? Because so you can see the name is this one. The the original name which is declared in the inside Terraform, this is different. So if I apply again, what will happen is, let's see. If I see it was a 222, now if I refresh again, so it's going to come back EC2 web. Why? Because Terraform won't allow any manual changes. So if you want to change anything, Terraform should know, and that has to apply. So uh, 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 that's I want to say. Okay, what I will do, okay, let me, so if I want to, okay, if I deploy a server, the key pair name is nothing is available. Okay, if I want to log in the server, I can't log in. Why? Because the server is created with the default, so I can't log in the server. Okay, so if I want to change the key name, okay, let's go to the Terraform document. Okay, if I go to the where is the Terraform, this is the Terraform document. If I scroll down below, so you can see there is a bunch of arguments reference available. Okay, okay, AMI availability zone and place tendency host ID. Okay, you can see if you scroll down, there is a one called key name. Okay, or key pair. Okay, key name is the optional one. If I change the, okay, I'll call it as, if I copy this one, key underscore name, if I go back and VI EC2 again, okay, I'm going to add this argument here. Okay, that's key name. What is the key name which you which create? What is the key name which I created? If I scroll, if I go here, I create one. There is a three, four keys available. At the moment, I have one key available. If I scroll down, key pair is why we need to actually. If I want to log in, I create as a YouTube. Okay. If I take this one, if you want to log in the servers, key pair should be, you have a key pair. Otherwise, you can't log in the server. Okay, that's why I add as a here. Okay. So now let's go back to the EC2. Now add one more argument that is called key name. Key name is equal to YouTube. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to now run as a Terraform plan. First, I'll run the Terraform plan, then I'll go with Terraform apply. Okay. If I run the Terraform, let's see what is going to happen. Okay, it's saying what is one to add, one to destroy. So what is mean? Let's see what is going to change. What is going first? What is going to add? Then what is going to destroy? You can see here plan one to add and one to destroy. Okay, let's go scroll up a little bit. Okay, what is happening? So must be replaced. What does mean? What is you can see here key name which I added the argument that is going to force replacement. What happen is if I want to move the server from uh, the key name has to move from default to any key, the server has to stop and recreate, server has to terminate, again create with the new keys. That's why it's going to terminate the server, it's going to recreate again. Okay, so that's why it's happening. So we can't change the key name directly. Okay, so if I go and apply again, I'll show you, you can see the console level, it's going to recreate again. If I say again, so plan one to add and one to destroy. Okay, if I say yes, so let's see what is going to happen. First, it's going to, you can see destroying server now. Again, it's going to create a server again with the same AMI with key name called YouTube. Okay. First, let's go to the console. Let's go to the console, console and EC2. So you can see AWS instance destroyed. Still, you can see destroying taking time, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. If I go to here and in an instance, s- the termination is complete successfully. So you can see EC2 web is going to shutting down now. Shutting still is taking time. It's taking time. Yeah. Now we can see termination complete successful. Now what? Let's see here. So now we can see, yeah. Now going to terminate destroy completed within 50 seconds. Now again it's going to creating. So what does mean is if you want to change the any server keys key pair, So we have to terminate the server and create the server again with required keys. Now if I go ahead and see here, uh, now we go ahead and see here. Now we can see this EC2 web is running. Okay. So if you want to log in the server, take the IP, public IP of the server, take the public IP, uh, go to here. Okay. Then authorization keys, then browse the keys. So I have already PPK available for YouTube. Okay. And okay, you can see here, login with EC2 user. Okay, I have installed this user, then I went to the root user. Okay, I hope you guys understand. So what we'll do, so we have created a server, we are able to login server successfully. What I will do, so if you want to terminate the server, let's go ahead and terminate the server first. So we are on the Terraform. If I run the Terraform plan, what will happen? Let's see what is going to happen. We have not done any changes after applying the Terraform apply. So it means, so there is no changes, infrastructure is up to date. Okay, okay, infrastructure is up and running. So if what is the server name? Yeah, this is easy to web. Now what I will do, I'm going to destroy. Okay, if you run the Terraform command, you can see a lot of commands available. Now what I will do, I will use the Terraform destroy command. So like, if I run the Terraform destroy, so it's saying is 0 to add, 0 to add, 0 to change, 1 to destroy. If you can see all this red color, and see, you can see minus is destroying. You can see resource type is destroying. If I say yes, so AWS is destroying. If you go back and see here console level, okay, shutting down the server, and it will destroy in few seconds. Still is destroying. It's taking few seconds. Still it is shutting down. Still destroying. It's taking time. Yeah, now we can see EC2 web service terminated. Okay, if you can hear, the server terminated successfully. I hope you guys like my video. Thank you.